nature of enlightenment is similar to the spacious vault of the sky. The most sublime form of meditation involves no recollection or thinking. One's nature is unwavering and uncontrived. Unplanned and completely free of the formation of ideas. The true nature of phenomena, the naturally settled state, is without transition or change throughout the three times. The most sublime form of meditation involves no stirring or proliferation of all-consuming thoughts. Any abiding in suchness is a sacred state of mind, the unique state of Buddhahood, free of all characterization. It is the unwavering basic space of phenomena, a state of evenness that transcends reifying concepts. This is the expanse of the enlightened intent of the victorious ones, the sublime, spacious nature of being. When the bonds of physical and mental contrivance are abandoned, there is an unfeigned relaxation.
Appetite.
No matter what recollection stirs in the mind, if you do not waver from the context of the true nature of phenomena, that of resting in the ground of being, Everything is a spacious expanse of the enlightened intent of Samatavajra. Since nothing is reified or discarded, there is none of the tension or laxity of the compulsive mind. The unrestricted state of natural settling, just as it is ensured as a matter of course. Unwavering, infinite evenness is an expanse with no fixed dimension. If all ordinary thinking occurs naturally and is pacified naturally, that is the sky-like enlightened intent of Vajrasattva.
I've been communicating with an extraterrestrial tonight.
An undistracted
I believe.
within the
Kind of know it,
uncontrived
actually.
expanse of being.
And letting them pick the movie dress for me to hold. I held one for like
Engaging
an hour
with thoughts
right here.
concerning sense objects
And this one right here.
is within the scope of the true nature of
Like this.
phenomena.
For about an hour. Which was pretty good. I do that again.
As for that true nature, it is non-conceptual and as spacious as the sky. But if you try to contrive it deliberately and compulsively, it becomes a cage of characteristics. Though you may spend day and night in such meditation, that is the bondage of fixation.
George is my cat.
Pure and simple. The victorious one stated that it resembles the meditative stability of the gods.
This is how you don't drown in the mirror.
Therefore,
You're daring yourself to blink.
it is extremely crucial that your mind which is undistracted and which effort and striving have been eradicated, settle naturally beyond reifying effort. Since naturally occurring timeless awareness is without limitation or bias, it cannot be characterized as something, for all elaboration naturally subsides.
Hello, planet Earth.
Therefore, give up creating more concepts. Train in the ultimate meaning of supreme spaciousness, free of any foundation.
Tonight's is Venusian, so I'm gonna give this up to the planet Venus. How you doing?
The unique nature of phenomena is naturally occurring timeless awareness. The unique view is freedom from the limitations of elaboration. In the unique meditation, nothing is discarded or adopted. Nothing comes or goes. In the unique conduct, there is no duality of acceptance and rejection. The unique fruition is free of the duality of renunciation and attainment. This is the enlightened intent.
Still somewhere between renunciation and
of
attainment
naturally
myself.
occurring spontaneous presence.
Holy shit! Feel that? Mm-hmm.
The true nature of all phenomena in their entirety, the universe of appearances and possibilities, whether of samsara or nirvana, is the primordial state. Since it does not stray from naturally occurring timeless awareness itself,
Put that one back.
understand
I
it
was
to
trying to
be
do something.
enlightened intent, with everything at rest in the ground of being.
screen. Sorry. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Otherwise, go play around.
Concerning phenomena that manifest as myriad sense objects. Without thinking in any way, this is how to rest. Rest spontaneously in the naturally settled state, free of the proliferation and resolution of thoughts.
This hand is super heavy and this hand's vibrating. When I bring my pad in on my hand, I notice my thumb pad, all my fingertips start to vibrate, as if the sinews are vibrating themselves. Why? Tension, maybe? But I kind of think it's electricity
as a matter of course.
Not electricity, it's something else.
Within the expanse of equalness, the true nature of phenomena.
The force is strong with this one.
Neither focusing your sense, the manifestations of sensory appearances in all their variety, neither thinking of self, nor conceiving of other. Rest naturally.
My back is crooked. I need it to be completely straight to become totally enlightened. I need help. A chiropractor. A really, 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 really good one. A friend of mine was doing it. It was a game we were playing. And it'd be rude when I gave it up. I was just like, I get bored so easily. And I don't have the long-term focus that the guys who hope.
Naturally occurring
So I try to challenge them a little bit.
In which everything is equal.
And Venus, I'm more interested in impressing because she can't just fly over here.
Free of the proliferation and resolution of thoughts. The experience of blending with space without any division into outer and inner or in between.
Wow, a lot of chi.
Arises as meditative absorption that is blissful, clear, and free of elaboration.
Wow. My breathing is really shaky. I can help with that too. And quit smoking. I don't know if visions of the cross of us rehab for me to go to. I might call them back and go to a different rehab.
given the enlightened intent of the true nature of phenomena, which never strays from a state of rest, the ground of being. There is no division into outer and inner, for that nature is free of the elaborations of dualistic perception.
There it is.
There is no ordinary mind fixating on something other, a sense object. So nothing is reified as an object, and your perceptions of the universe are
Left hand
free
down,
of
right hand up.
fixation.
On. Key. Heaven and earth.
No context
One
exists for taking
energy.
rebirth in samsara.
0. 0 point field.
This is similar to space.
We'll talk about it. I'm gonna finally meet these guys. 0 point technology. The total energy of the universe equals 0. Because the attractive versus repulsive. Force of existence on averages itself out to 0. Like positive and negative. Like electrons are negative. Protons are positive.
So nothing is
Gravity's
as a subject.
Positive. And the dark energy is negative. So it averages out to about 0. Yeah.
Are still. The potential for rebirth in samsara is cut through at the root.
Right. Even when tapping into it and you have these big old machines, they say it's like you still know that it's like, okay, it's nothingness. Cool. Yeah, nothingness. Right, that's where it comes from.
Of Dharmakaya,
Just, right, nothing.
In which there is no division into outer and inner.
And here's no one.
And no frame
that's who I am. I'm no one. And I know
based on confusion.
Nemo. Like I'm a water guy. Nemo in Dreamland. Mm-hmm.
You have touched on the point of resolution. And since there is no coming or going, everything is an infinite expanse.
I'd be really interested in some scientific testing.
The pure realm of Samatavajra.
I've been talking about this for a while. Like, test me scientifically.
You have reached
make it fair.
The sublime palace.
The psychic powers are the hardest ones to do. But I can tell you how you feel, not exactly what you think. Sometimes you'd be surprised. But the chi powers, I'd be interested in testing those. I know we've tested those before, and it never really comes out as anything because it's nothingness, right? It's like some vibrations in the body going on. So, test it. I need an fMRI. More than that too.
If awareness in the moment does not stray from the ground of being, familiarization with that experience negates any furthering of conditioned existence. You are free of the karma and habitual patterns that perpetuate rebirth. You have come to the decisive experience of causality.
I went outside and saw it. It looked like a drone
described
blinking
as the
across the sky.
equalness
Maybe
of samsara and
some sort of
nirvana.
unidentified flying vehicle. Some kind. Maybe not a vehicle. Could have been, like I said, a drone. Usually they are.
You have arrived at the heart essence of enlightenment, which does not abide in conditioned existence, all the state of peace. It is crucial that you distinguish between this and a one-pointed state of calm abiding.
A Leo hand.
This is the enlightened intent of natural great perfection.
That wasn't that good. All right. And my Aquarius hand. Really, I feel like this is your Aquarius hand, Taryn, because you messed up finger. I was thinking about that. Messed up finger thing. I don't like it messed up. I want to fix it. How do I fix it? Surgery. Some sort of enhancement. Like you guys do. Make it sounds better. I've been getting it already. From across the universe. Different things here and there.
If you stray from your fundamental nature, the functioning
He
of
really
consensual
only does
mind
he
is
does so well when he's
pure
on.
and simple.
But then when he's not,
It involves
he's
cause and
just
effect.
boring as fuck.
You have not come to the decisive experience.
I'm gonna go get more, whether the motherfucker likes it or not. Probably
The person who makes this
tomorrow. I'm
mistake
gonna go walk through the woods.
falls lower and lower.
Do that.
Therefore, the sublime secret, great perfection, does not stray from basic space. And the expressions of dynamic energy resolve within the ground of being.
407 Garfield.
Enlightened intent abides as an unwavering state of equalness.
Wow, that's what it is. I have reverse Kundalini. It's an infinity Kundalini too. So it's like my back's all messed up, my shoulders are all messed up. It looks different than yours. Looks like this.
Within this context, there is no cause and effect.
Basically something like that. I don't know exactly. Yeah.
No concerted effort.
Pretty much.
View, for
So it's
example,
up on his shoulder.
cannot be
And
cultivated
it's not
in
complete on the left
meditation.
side. He's trying to get there. But we're holding him up on purpose. Because it's supposed to be a challenge.
Although the mode of
See,
cessation
guys,
is described as having neither
some of us
nor when
actually
dynamic
believe
energy itself
we come and get this guy,
mediates
put this
in its
guy up,
natural
and help
state.
him.
The myriad display arises as the
Is it a test for the humans or is it a test for the other
of the
guys?
universe of appearances and possibilities.
Nobody wants to do it is the thing.
So never say categorically.
The fact that he keeps begging
there is
for
no
it makes us want to do it actually more. Because he has a really good argument. He's like, I am so fucking lame. But I'm not lame. I love like that. Okay? Really, I love like that. And I can live like that too. So, nothing special there. I'm a genius. But I have a short attention span. I'm not that creative. Not like some people. Who I will meet.
Imagination.
So I'll be a really good puppet. Problem is, everyone wants me to be the puppet at one time. It doesn't really work out. So when they let one guy do it, we're just like a team of the best of the best of the best. Return to the point. Well, you already kind of been trying to. We've had tryouts. That's just disgusting to me. But no, we have had tryouts. He didn't do that on purpose. He just really, really, really powerful magician. He didn't know he's really powerful sorcerer. It just happens sometimes. So he wants to go to the Buddhist monastery, but they're like, oh, we don't know how sorcerers there. I'm like, yeah, I know you don't have sorcerers there. And like, I don't mean to be a sorcerer. Every time I do something, it's sorcery, it's magic. And usually kind of dark magic. Not evil magic, but kind of dark magic. Because I work with ghosts a lot.
If you evaluate your fundamentally unconditioned nature, you find it has never existed as anything whatsoever.
You can go in there and just fix that with like, it'd take you guys like a day. It would be like maybe the hardest day of Terran's life. He doesn't even need to be Terran, is the thing. He wants to be like some tough, like rocky training regimen thing. You're gonna get me on, but really, you're probably just gonna kill me.
You have no frame of reference,
and then I'll wake up and be that. That's how it will feel, huh?
That fundamentally unconditioned nature.
Can the humans do that? If the humans did it instead, it'd be
rather, you appreciate it within the context of enlightened intent.
I know it. Unless it was the Central Intelligence Agency, they probably could do a good job. What have they got?
Having reached the ultimate state in the
who can they pay for?
of your fundamentally unconditioned nature, you are
the
not
doctors do that.
By
What can they do?
At all.
I have some suggestions too, chemically, for cell growth in the brain. Always ask Karen. His intuition is really good. He's not retarded. Really smart people can explain stuff to him. And if he says no, then don't do it. That's their rules.
Emotions, karma, and habitual patterns.
Schizophrenia,
no
not even though.
Within this vast expanse. But are the playing out of magical games of illusion.
Yeah, magical games of illusion. Is that what this is? What I'm doing? Except he's not doing that. He's talking about me something right now. That's what I'm doing.
So please come to a decisive experience of causality.
He was going to get it really big. You feel really, really
As a
good
means
about
of doing so,
me being that.
there is nothing superior to this
Without joining
approach.
Buddhists and Christians. I wonder why. Because I have the same birthday as Jesus. Because if that's true, and that's true, and that's true, then that's true too.
Therefore, it is crucial
The people around here
not
are
to
fast.
stray from the enlightened intent
No, really fucking
of the true
powerful
nature
people
of phenomena.
who could have helped turn out, and he's fucking bad about it. Probably not.
This is the expanse
But you know what I mean.
of my profound and heartfelt
It's not the locals.
advice. It is crucial to go beyond what everything is or is not. Transcending is
Yeah, these extraterrestrials
is not.
could go in my head physically and enhance them in a way that would be really, really fast. No, crazy fast. If they got that, and they have like Goku kind of stuff too. It's like they can, I'm sure. Would I have a bigger head afterwards? You probably wouldn't need to. Do you want us like a bigger head? You guys have big heads. Yeah, I want to be like one of you, knowing good and evil.
This is the 10th section of the precious treasury of the basic space of phenomena, demonstrating that enlightened intent does not deviate
You know what I mean?
from the true nature of phenomena.
I haven't brushed my teeth. Evil. So this is terrible, boy. I don't know what my dad thinks. I'm trying to think about it. Man, schizophrenia. This doesn't go away. Because of that. I'll do something crazy to get their attention. I know it. I happen to feel their attention. So it's interesting. Just like I look back at my eyes. I know somewhere in time there's somebody. They tried to, the demons, because there's like a lot of demons. They tried to they consciously try to screw Taryn up, and I don't know why. Because they want to be them doing the thing, but he was challenging. To you guys, we are ETs, but we actually human in a way. So that's the interesting part. That is really interesting, guys. I already had a theory about how this happens. Because they're traveling faster than light, they can travel backwards in time. Like, tachyon ships. Some of them, I'm sure. What could they do? It could be done already. Just making my. I love you guys, anyways. And if you know something I don't know, I respect the decision. Maybe I don't, though, because suffering is suffering. But like an aunt saying, I respect your decision, man. Maybe that's brave again. I got this. Because if someone doesn't intervene, the chances of him actually ending up as one of those people that he was trying to like actually give a lot of credit to, where he doesn't want to have to become Jesus Christ or worse, it's higher than average by about like 100-fold at least, which is fucking evil. You can't just balance a bunch of karma by killing one. Even if he's Legion and he knows it. Not that Legion, this Legion. I did summon Legion once. That's kind of how it happened, huh? I remember that. Thinking about that. Shit started falling over in the house, and I was like, oh. Demons, huh? Give me all the demons, and I take them all. I got Legion on here. And I'm like, send me all those. Send me them all. Don't do it now. I'm like, send me them all. I got them, and I handled them pretty fucking well. All things considered. Still am. Cover this one. Sloth. There it is. Yeah, my Kundalini goes backwards. It goes from the top down. You wanna know why? Because I'm semi-divine. If I was a little demon like you, it would come from the bottom up. I could feel that. Like totally just that all the way down. Well, it kind of cracks up, you know what I mean? Because just the way back, but I just like focus it. Comes right down my tailbone. I'm like, whoa. Starts in my spine, ends in my tailbone. And my legs get like this jolt of energy. I'm like, whoa.
The victorious one declared that everything is like a city of Gandharvas, that you may meditate on this. Pay heed now to my explanation.
As I sit here and listen to these, this is what I love about her channel. I have Longchenpa here. He comes in and out like, hey, Longchenpa, are you here? He wasn't paying attention, but yeah. Not all of them. Parts of them. I'm a water guy, and something about memory in the water.
In the primordial expanse of luminosity appears a city, fair and beautiful, of perfect qualities, spontaneously present.
In my opinion, some of these guys that wrote some of this shit.
Beginningless and without end.
No at the time. Are they now? No, they died and they figured it out pretty quickly. Like,
no limit.
Oh, shit, okay. Wow, no, we're a long way from the flow. Mm-hmm. Easier to sink back into the ground, is it? No, it's not. I've never achieved it. I know that. I did for half a second to hit a nicotine. And I dived. Some of the night, Nyx.
And from this luminous and empty state,
Whose
within
body
the
is made.
firmament of the unknowing
To me,
mind,
Nyx is
the six
emanation
migrations,
of the ground, to be the feminine emanation
castles in the
of the night, the
clouds,
blackness of the night. Summoned her.
appear,
And I danced down with this nicotine,
which
vibrated
take
the right
their
way, hit it,
origin
and dived down
in
and bent my back
dualistic
the right way,
clinging
almost.
to the
I was there
apprehender
instantly, and it freaked
and
me
the
out. I had to get up
apprehended.
and run away. Because it was just like,
Devoid
boom,
of
there I
ground
was.
and
My ego
basis,
was gone.
they
Completely gone.
appear in different
Oh,
forms,
the first time I ever took a cigarette. Just like that.
deriving from deluded mind
Exactly like that.
and its habitual tendencies.
They're both fucking with me and not. You forget everything. Forget who you are. Forget where you are. Forget what you're doing. First time I ever took a cigarette was one of the greatest experiences of my life. This has been there. What if you're not ready for that? Or if you're not like sinking into it, you're just there in an instant. It's
When this
terrifying
you see,
to get eaten like that.
there manifests the nature of the mind, the primal state.
I really believe that. If I'm wrong, tell me later.
But when
I
you
don't know why
fail
I am,
to see
because I
it,
didn't like achieve it.
there is just the mind of everyday confusion.
Right? Plant medicine can do that, though. There's a whole universe of plants out there. And you got plants that don't feel pain like we do. They
And
do.
how are these appearances? They are ungraspable, like castles in the clouds. How else
Really trying to
should we
trigger like your
describe them?
response? Just a little bit. But not really. Not even. You don't want me to go walk the town, do you? Because Garfield came in the house and woke me up. That's why.
Indeed, they are all destitute of real existence. They are like the cities of the fairies, seen above the plain as sunlight sinks into the west.
Before I waited. I second that.
Supported and support
I get some Wana.
are simply the
I really
deluded
want
mind,
Wana.
which sees as it is wont to see.
Marijuana. Yeah. Wanted to. Marijuana. When you marry the one. Oh, that's a good one. So when you marry the one and Tabacus,
When closely scrutinized,
I don't realize that's what it is, but it's
nothing
tobacco.
really there.
It's the Dionysus.
Left to itself,
Or
the vision naturally fades.
Francis Bacon, actually, but yeah, they meant it like that. They did. Those are just English names, but still. English is holy language to me, too. It takes some English interpretations for everything to really work smoothly. But it all does.
So set aside your fear, for you have nothing hard to do.
Garfield's still alive, so you gotta take him with me.
Understand just how the world and beings
You can't capture him
are
out of it.
from the very outset.
If you can, you got the technology to capture the cat.
And empty.
Better not just take him and drop him off in the woods, or I'm probably gonna go crazy. Which is now the next. They're like, yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta get Garfield. No. Hit a trap, and then take him off. Do the thing with him, right? Gotta get Garfield and get Taryn. And what, do your root transplant shit? No. We can turn Garfield blue too. Imagine that. I prefer he's still orange though. His coat's not looking very good right now, neither is mine. He's not healthy.
All appearing objects, empty of true being.
Yeah, these guys know it.
Are like castles in the clouds. All mental states, by nature empty, are like castles in the clouds.
I mean, I could live another 20 years like this, but I also could live another year like this too. It's just statistics.
Both sense objects and mind are empty.
My point McCarthy's right.
They're like castles in the clouds.
But I'm not suicidal. Not really. What was that? An experiment. Over well, so. Wasn't expecting that. Yes, I was.
The slightest clinging or fixation. Just leave it where it is.
Go back to just being lame. I'm already getting there. I'm already feeling like. I'm burned out. Yeah, Karen's just staring forwards and we're talking for. My counselors. How many personalities you got, Karen? More than 2.
How is this accomplished? Do not let your
some of them are
mind
alive on planet Earth
phenomena
right fucking now.
Appearing without existing.
Know it.
Simply leave them without grasping
them, but probably not.
Original delusion is itself the fruit of all such grasping
Some
and
are
fixation.
Not on planet Earth. Listening by a puppet.
You should know the
Still have any
state
energy.
devoid of clinging.
I do and I don't. I had a lot of energy today, but now it's gonna be gone. Just like that. This is fun though.
The sublime and spotless nature of phenomena. Phenomena themselves. And utter peace.
It's like that, Jared.
The state beyond all sorrow. Are not existent entities. Understand that all phenomena, things,
It goes reverse. That's why it's hard for him to do.
Both.
Because all these masters from back in the day are trying to show me the other way to do it.
Without
but my Kundalini is the opposite of theirs.
They resemble castles in the clouds.
It's coming through my crown.
They are like the vast abyss.
It's not even a Kundalini. It's like divine lightning.
Primordially unborn. The state of utter peace.
My Kundalini comes up too, though. It's a little slower, though. Not quite the same, like. Yeah. I can feel that too. Thank God for that shit because it's complete now. I knew I had to do it because then I got here. You know what I mean? Where I'm at right now. It's alright. That's not cheating. Yeah, it's better. I like my big hand like that.
No desire is found therein. Ignorance and anger, jealousy and pride are not observed. So therefore, understand that these and all thoughts are like castles in the clouds. Defilements, void of real existence.
So I can make it better because it's farther now.
And enlightenment.
Just below perfect.
The nature of the mind.
Takes a dumbass technique to actually put it back in shape.
Know that
I barely believe there's something about this.
They are both equal and immaculate.
No, I think I'm a genius who just abused his mind instead of cultivated it. It has the attention span of a goldfish. And has had his mind abused by being told he's not a genius. Now that he's like everybody else. Because he's fucking retarded. He's a savant. Clinically. I'm so good at masking that you'd never know I was totally autistic.
Is nirvana from the outset.
just by talking to me one-on-one.
Deluded thoughts
Maybe you would,
subside
actually.
completely.
Yeah, maybe you actually would. That's a lie.
Like
I've
the
made sure recently
clouds
that you
melt
definitely know just by my, yeah.
into the sky.
Not good anymore. I used to be.
Know that they subside there, whence they came. Preserve this state of utter peace, primordial wisdom, empty, luminous.
The really interesting thing about this experiment proved that it's not that causes the psychosis, it's the off of that. Fall off. Karen's in this for a long time, really long time. It's a good case study. Does it really save lives? Yeah. $4.40. Yeah.
In the state of unborn nature, no thoughts,
Yeah.
no
It's a lot of
sense
background,
objects
pretty
are
good though.
found. And yet, until the show of their arising melts into the ultimate expanse, cut through the root of your delusion, ordinary thought. Action and non-action are not two. Not two are taking and rejecting. And yet, as long as in your mind you cling to self and real existence, I urge you to rely upon profound instructions. Antidotes for your defilements.
How many Christians get their heart broke? It's Friday. It's her day today.
Not two
the morning
are
stars.
out of things and inner mental states. Both sink into the nature of the
Venus
mind.
estate.
Wise you are,
What's wrong with that?
if this you understand.
Two to 1.23. I love those numbers. I go to Kansas. Well, 422.88. What are the chances? Again, well, 147.58. 2, even. That's not what it is, Darren. Right now. 0.58. Still not quite in there, but I see what he's trying to say.
Regarding how to meditate this point,
Yeah, but still.
first perform the preliminaries.
It's returns special numbers.
And in the main part of the practice, know with a complete conviction
4 legs. One of them.
All things are like
Made of
castles in
Love
the
you.
clouds.
How you doing, George? I love you. And they get all jelly and stuff. Although Precious never gets like enough to say. Because George is a jealous cat. Yeah, I know. This guy's just like, yeah, I understand. No, it's not even a big deal to most of us.
Form appears.
It is, I can tell still.
And yet
What
is
do you have to
empty,
send me out a cat?
like a castle in the
What?
clouds.
I don't like cat in front of me. Dark bear.
Sound, smell, taste, touch, mental objects.
Good mom.
All these 6 are castle in the clouds.
Oh, fuck.
The mind,
No, you have to back up.
its affirmations and negations. All arising thoughts are castles in the clouds.
All arising thoughts are castles in the clouds. It's so hard for me to get there when I wasn't there before. Before the Kundalini awakening, he wasn't meditating at all.
At all times,
because he was just up
day and night. Reflect just
Is
as
he the only person to ever come totally enlightened? Nope.
Are castles
no,
in the clouds.
not at all. Name a philosopher from back in the day. See, this is another one of my theories. That we haven't had a breakthrough in physics like we're looking for because they're all totally sober. And I know it too. No, I know it. You're the really smart guy who's like watching me right now. You want me to come outside? These guys are really interesting. I'm just hoping that there's a ship or something. You really flow people out of power. Yeah, of course they can. The shit that they do and the shit they don't do and why.
Resemble castles in the clouds. You should settle in their absence of reality.
Yeah, we do. We have to make this. That's what I'm trying to say, man. So I'm a shitty person. We make this world a better place. And fate kind of put me here, and so did God. And I'm just waiting to see how this dice ends up falling.
Empty luminosity will manifest from deep within.
One's snake eyes. All we need is a 6. And we're golden. Yeah, one's not a snake eyes. So it's 2. One's a 1.
Even in your dreams.
All we need is a 6. Now it's on the corner.
You will see everything. The cities of Gandharvas in the clouds.
And then we have maybe years before we even have to make that decision. Maybe not, though.
And as belief in the reality of
because
things
I could be so out of shape by then.
The dualistic chain
I'd be dead.
of apprehended, breaks.
Or I could be much mentally tougher. Yeah, I know. But I could also get there instantly. Or maybe not. I'm just already there.
All bonds
Well, we'd have to do it to
and
everybody.
all habitual tendencies subside, and freedom is achieved.
No. Because there's still a process that you're still to go through. The reason they could do it to me is because I'm doing these backwards.
Upon these castles,
it's totally reversed.
In the clouds.
Is it? Yeah. It's not even complete yet. I know that. But I can feel it all the way up and down. But there's way more work to be done. Hopefully you're going to do anything. I know he saw that on a YouTube video after he came up with the idea because he couldn't reach his hands behind his back. And he's like, oh, well, they're talking about me again at the beginning of this enlightenment. It was really funny. Everything just went like all added up. It was all, he said so many signs. It's just crazy to this dude. Synchronicities. He doesn't even understand the synchronicities that he's had. Like, he just said like one word and it was emanating outward from him for like weeks. You know how scientists get really into like when they're studying something, whether they've met him or not. That's what some of these guys are with me. I know they picked me up Christmas night. And made me weaker. Basically. But that's when they hit me with all the demons. From then on out, it was already hitting me. I was already basically totally insane by then. So we figured, right. But he's not totally insane. He was just playing it out. He's like, well, you guys know what's going on. I'm like, well, I'm under hypnosis of some kind. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm not totally insane now. You still think I am? You do. I know you do. Why do I know you do? Because I'm hyper intuitive. Science experiment. Oh, I can feel that. I need EMF detector. The one on my phone's not good enough. I need like maybe just the pressure of my finger. But when I do that, I can feel pneumatic pressure. How do we measure that? LIGO Observatory. It shook. No, it shook. This did. Just barely, huh? Might have shook from my perspective. Look, almost that too. he's not doing it right at all. He's just assuming that for a while he was just not trying at all, and everything was working anyways, at least for his perspective.
Naturally limpid ocean.
You know what?
The pristine
And he knows that too.
of utter
But a few times, yeah. No, a few times.
You hold to your own place.
I summoned a lightning bolt in a
as
snowstorm,
a supreme,
didn't I?
unwavering state of equalness.
Snowstorm. It's actually a surge of electricity that hit the pole outside. The pole, you know, the cross thing. It came just the TV antenna.
This is how to rest.
It wasn't even really any thunder. It was just like a surge of electricity. After putting
in the naturally settled state, free of the proliferation and resolution of thoughts.
Almost as complete now.
Abide
almost.
As a matter of course, within the expanse of equalness.
But not even though.
The true nature of
it's not even, and it's not complete. I don't close to it. And I really want that infinity candle. I'll tell you guys. Probably the only person who can actually. Well,
this is simply a case of identification.
I was curious as to why he thinks.
Without cultivating some reference point in meditation.
He needs to know what's special about it. I feel like I'm sitting here talking with my dead mom. And I don't know how many people she perceives. How many?
Hold your upper
6 or 7.
Erect.
I've perceived way more than. No, way more.
Let your gaze rest openly.
Yeah. Okay. I am small.
By focusing your eyes on the space in front. Or on the far distance. Or you can alternate between these.
I love you. You were right. You know the last message you sent me? Basically telling me that I was a Lemurian. And that this was going to happen. You know,
allow your awareness
I didn't respond.
to expand.
You know what happened just now? About 100,080,000 people who responded. And that's an exaggeration, but I know what he's saying. When he said, Mom, so many souls just took a look at him. He's an orphan of Nick's.
Let your 5 senses remain naturally expansive.
He's a prophet. He gets to just kind of say that and be true. That himself. A phenomenon. A physical phenomenon saying, hey, please come meet me and help me out before we lose this forever.
By meditating in this way, you pass into an openness.
They're scared still. I'm not scared.
In which there is no division into outer and
last time someone pointed a laser at me, guess what happened? I tell them. They still don't believe this part of the story, do they? But I did not walk over the railroad tracks that day. The first time. The second time I did. That's how I knew that I teleported. And there was a light right over my head that said, hey, you got picked up, man. I know. It was Spirit Train. Carried me up that bitch. That got really fast. Really fast. I was like,
when you experience the very essence
I kind of want to try again.
In all its limpidity, the way in which things manifest.
What, you want to meet me at some undisclosed location in the forest? You're fucking crazy. What's here? Unless you're aliens. Don't do it.
Within this context, you
They told me to get some
experience
sleep.
self-knowing awareness, resting in its true nature. Which does not involve any proliferation or resolution of thoughts. Since all phenomena are unsullied and free of elaboration,
and my ego is basically
that they are not created
and also larger.
and are free in their natural
How big is my
state
heart chakra?
is supreme.
Really? It's okay.
The key point
Because that's it right there.
concerning the cessation of
We already
causes,
know how this one goes down.
the fading away of
Because I
conditions,
can't see his heart chakra. You can see my ground
and
chakra.
the falling away of results, is that the expanse of being itself is a single factor that ensures freedom without relying on anything.
Right, because my root chakra is totally just like in the dumps. It's like basically it's like I need a root chakra overhaul surgically. I'm so advanced enough to do it. I do it myself, but the amount is way more than I could ever afford unless I did something really drastic. I know. You had what you needed before. That's not gonna do this too much. Even if it did have a little bit of something else in it. Okay, so that's the way. One too slow.
Resting in the natural state.
Oh, it's next thing.
Without
Next thing,
seeking
Terry.
anything.
And he knows it too.
Without any specific method
I have no
concerning
dopamine.
how or when to rest.
I'm gonna quit taking my medication.
That
Mostly.
is meditation.
Maybe like one of the Risperols a day. We'll see how that goes. On the lithium.
You also hold to your own place as the unobstructed state of natural lucidity in all its nakedness. Neither focusing your senses on, nor letting your gaze wander to, the manifestations of sensory appearances.
Because he's trying to dial it back so he can get in touch with us. And you guys are just like, no, put it on him. No, put fear on him. Put fear, more fear. And he's like, why though?
Neither thinking of
Under
self,
pressure, man.
nor conceiving of other.
Okay, fine.
Rest.
But what is that? See, you're scared of these other people that are here, dude.
In the supremely spacious
You're
state.
like, it's Terrence. It's just you. It's all in your head, man.
Openness.
No, it's not all in my head, man. It's not between the ears, man. It's really important between the ears, but I understand because of career choices and stuff like that. But if you know anything about consciousness, memory, and being, and energy, and the way that works.
The metaphor is that of reflections
you know if the tadpole was in between his head,
ocean.
in between his ears? It's all in his head. You could take something very precious to the rest of us. You can do that with enough medication too.
Crossed in posture. Your gaze does not waver, but is clear and rests straight ahead.
And Darren, he doesn't want himself like that. You can tell with him.
You do not block sense objects.
Look what happens to these guys.
And they manifest
They get scared.
In all their variety.
But it's like, I will really give him the work and he'll just shut up.
You
get me to work, or give me the work.
State of mind.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
For the proliferation and resolution of thoughts are naturally cut through.
Love you, Dad.
You rest in unobstructed awareness.
George, let's go to bed. I want to go for a walk outside. Am I scared? I don't know. Cats are very fear-based animals, but that cat, not as much, but it got worse in his older age because he felt more vulnerable because of all the people that didn't like his dad. And dogs. The dogs are scary. Even for me, dogs are scary. A little bit. I've never been bit by one. In fact, I had 3 giant collarless dogs come upon me in the woods one time, and I was sleeping, laying down on like a crossroad up on the hill, and I sit up and I'm like, come here, and they come up, and they run up to me, like the biggest dogs I've ever seen in my life, 3 of them. Well, one, the leader was not, but the other 2 were. It's like a big bear dog, and I'm like, okay, I should probably stand up now before they just get this idea in their head. Oh, we should probably eat this guy.
In the essence of awareness.
I'd like a dog, but
which is like the reflection of planets and stars.
I'm not gonna get a dog and take out my cat, or have another dog take out my cat, possibly. And then no, yeah, exactly. I'm a cat guy. I'm loyal. Right, look at the Chinese earlier. Well, I was thinking I'd like to go to China though. Yeah, but then I thought about it more. I'm like, because lately I've been feeling really patriotic. I'm like, man, I live in America, dude, where it's like that. And I I could be like this and still be like right here and be just fine. As long as no one tries to hurt me, kill me. Only in America can I do that. It's because of everything that we've done. And I know that. All the fucking fear we put. And I know that.
Abides in the supremely unobstructed state of things in all their variety, without this ever being just a conceptual ideation.
Isn't that incredible? Never gets used to work with everything, or his nerves will start to decay again.
Freedom from resistance is extolled as an infinitely even state of spaciousness.
Before I was literally just like, yeah, whatever. And I thought about it more. I'm like, yeah, well. The way certain things feel in my body feels way different than yours. Some of us can actually measure how you feel versus how you feel. Just by turning like doesn't feel love as strong as you do anymore. Not since he lost
Meditative experiences
not since he lost Big George, really. But it does feel way more consistently than you did, because you could actually kill that guy horribly in some of your moods.
Of states of bliss.
Don't get mad at me for that.
Clarity.
I don't know who that is, do you?
And non-conceptual awareness. Or of a supreme, unobstructed state of naked awareness.
I don't get angry anymore. I took this vow. So Chobya, Buddha, the imperturbable one. And now I get irritated.
You may feel that all sensory appearances become transparent, or that your consciousness becomes unobstructed and completely open, with no trace of thoughts remaining. Or that anything can and does arise within a state that is nothing whatsoever in itself.
To reach the Social Security Administration, please call 1-800-7...
Thus you have experienced everything decisively as empty.
Social Security Administration. Para español, marque 7.
Of restriction and unobstructed.
For training and quality assurance, Your call will be monitored or
No,
recorded.
Works for me.
How can I help you today?
I was trying to fill out my Social Security benefits application.
The easiest and most convenient way to apply for retirement benefits is by using our online application
Representative.
at www.ssa.gov and select Sign In. If we are not able to process your request, you will receive specific information about how to contact us by phone or schedule an appointment. You can apply.
You may feel that no matter how you analyze and contemplate,
And if you are not ready to retire,
you cannot find any thoughts by searching for that it is now impossible for them to occur,
Representative.
that they never did occur, and that no one has them at present.
Social Security number you are calling about. Just to make sure, Social Security number is
I love these Blue Jays out here. I love
You
them.
may ask yourself, what is all this talk about so many thoughts?
623-11. For ensure quality, your call may be monitored or recorded. At the conclusion of your call, we would like you to participate in a short survey and tell us about your experience. If you would like to participate in the survey, please stay on the line after the agent hangs up. An alternative way to provide feedback is by completing our survey at ssa.gov/feedback. The estimated hold time is 20 minutes. To avoid waiting on the phone, we can call you back
Meditative
when it's your
experiences
spot
of unobstructed
If
awareness
receive a call back on the phone number you
arise
are
in a
calling
way
from
that cannot be expressed with words.
1-530-925-1673, press 1 now. If you would like to enter a phone number to be called back at, press 2. Otherwise, to wait on hold for an agent, press 3. The Social Security Act allows us to collect information you provide during this call to run our program. Information you provide is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent us from providing requested services. As law allows, you may share this information with government agencies, employers, and others listed in communities within our system of record notices, such as 60-0058 and 60-009. Your information may also be used in computer matching programs for federal benefits and to recoup debts under these programs. This Privacy Act statement and all SSA system of records notices are available at www.ssa.gov/privacy.
Awarenesses of manifestations have no actual substance. The unchanging, inherently pristine nature of phenomena, in which everything is equal, is the universal environment. Awareness's own manifestations abide, vividly present, in non-conceptual oneness.
I used to feel that more.
Thank you for holding. We appreciate your patience. If you want to file a retirement in the Village or South Benefit, or if you are just looking for information, you may want to visit our website at
To be free of the concepts of intellectual speculation is the great perfection. In the main practice of the Great Perfection, you should first receive the introduction and then stabilize this in your being. Begin by arranging a feast or